Guys, I don't know if I am postmenopausal or pregnant. I have no idea. You'd say, "Oh, it's easy, take a pregnancy test," and they don't really work for me. I'm not really sure why. What's going on? My going theory is that I have alien DNA and I'm just not normal. But I see a psychiatrist for that. So, I was really popping on here, look at a mess, to save, I hope, countless people a whole lot of time. Um, I got involved in the Onision Shiloh drama when I saw the videos of that relationship, and they sparked a pattern match to me on a relationship I had with a narcissistic abuser who wanted me to get an abortion, and when I refused, made sure that I had a miscarriage. And I saw myself in that relationship, and I could really see, you know, I've met so many people that are edgelords. They walk that line between abuse or what's acceptable and what's legally acceptable, and it feels like we should, on some level, especially in the BDSM community, like I don't know, we should have like a registry or something for people who are trying to be doms and are failing at it and hurting people. We should have something that warns people that, hey, they're trying this BDSM lifestyle and they're not on the up and up. They're going to use this to damage you psychologically when you're in a very vulnerable state called subspace. And I think that's what James Jackson has done. Now, I want to save everybody on the internet, time and a headache, and just let you know, on the 50 million rapid fire videos that Onision has uploaded in the past 48 hours, 42 hours, whatever, I can sum it up for everybody uh, right here, right now. I can sum it up. What he's saying is everybody was consenting adults 100% of the time, and he's a normal, rational person, and these bitches be crazy. I just summed it up for you. Now, there's patterns that we get into in life when we don't learn how to fix ourselves or kind of get to our next evolution. Humans are like Pokemon. We evolve, right? We start as hungry little toddlers, and we evolve, and then we become, teenagers, which is worse than toddlers, and hopefully we evolve again and grow some empathy and financial understanding, and we keep right on evolving until death. And Onision stopped at about 13 or 14 years old. That's where he is mentally. So if you can think to take kind of a spoiled, white privilege, upper middle class 14 or 15-year-old boy who is a little too close to mom and way strung out on Adderall, that's who he is. He might be 36. I think he's 4 years younger than me. Yeah, 36, not 34, not 32, not 35, 36 years old this man is. And he has the mentality of a 14-year-old with grown-up privileges. You don't need to watch the videos. You don't need to watch the 20 some videos of trying to justify manipulating and treating these young women like shit, and then being the victim. Oh, I had to sleep against a door while she body slammed a door. It's like, well, you didn't add that you locked her out of the room because she was crying because you were mean to her and you wouldn't let her back in. I mean, there's a whole build up. I hate abusers like this. People that just push you to the absolute limit, and when you can't fucking take it anymore, they go, there it is. There it is. There's the real you. There it is. there it is. I see you. And it's like no, you see me under duress. You see me under this extreme stress that you've pushed me to the point, and now here we are, standing on the edge of a cliff, and I'm screaming and I'm insane, and you're going, I knew it. I knew you were nutty. I knew that your true colors would show. It's like no, that's not okay. I'm not going to accept that. I'm not going to accept that explanation that you push and push and push and push. And then when somebody finally says something or does something in defense of themselves, their sanity, their emotion, their heart, and uh, and then you pop up and go, I knew it. I knew it. I knew you were crazy. I knew you would act this way. I knew it. I knew it. It's like, yeah, yeah, if I throw baking soda into vinegar, I know what's going to happen too. That's what you did. Gasoline on a fire. Narcissistic people, narcissistic abusers like this do not fathom that we are three-dimensional people. They don't fathom that we have emotions and memories and triggers. They can't fathom it. To us, to them, we're like dolls on a shelf. They take us down, they play with us, and they put us back up when they're done. And to have any other emotion than what they wanted us to show is unacceptable. To be a full and complete person is unacceptable to them. And when people start being a full and complete person, start saying, no, ouch, this hurts, I don't want to do this, this feels uncomfortable, then, that's when they lose their shit. They really lose their shit. And all I can say is that with a narcissistic abuser, it really is like they get stuck in the early teenage years, and they get these grudges of the people that have done them wrong, and they keep a list they can pull out at any time to add your offenses to, and they push you to the absolute limit. It's just like you can see it in his Onision's new videos on I'm going to get left, Kai is going to leave me for doing this. He's again putting his partner in a gaslighted position. Now if you leave me because you're irrational, then everybody is going to believe that you left me because you didn't support me speaking up for myself. That's what Onision laid down. He laid down the biggest gaslight for his partner that he could, and then added another layer and said, I'm still in love with Billy. I think my partner's still in love with Billy. I don't think your partner ever liked Billy. I think they might have been friends without you and might have enjoyed a nice friendship without you, but I don't think your partner was ever bisexual. I think he, or however they style themselves now, has always been pretty straight. And they did what they did because they loved you. And they put themselves in an uncomfortable position because they loved you. And you gaslighted Kai 100% of the way. And now that person, Kai, can't win. They can't win. They can't walk away. They can't stay. They can't do anything. Nor do we want to hear from them either. Okay, so I'm sorry. Let me back up. I popped on here to tell you all that you don't need to watch Onision's 50 videos. I can sum it up. I'm a spoiled, white privileged little boy, and all those bitches be crazy. That's what he's saying. Bitches be crazy. That's exactly what that's his excuse. Bitches be crazy. Not I continually choose unstable people. Not I think 15 is a great age to start, just bitches be crazy. Bitches be crazy. Yeah, nothing to do with me. Just bitches be crazy. You know how some people are. You gotta meet them to understand it. Dude, I get it. I get it. And the biggest thing, I hate that. The people they get guys, narcissistic abusers get hooked on lies and liars. And they will go nuts. Oh, you lied to me. You lied to me. When they will leave out fucking years of their history, when they will mislead you to an nth degree, and you, I don't know, forget to tell them that you popped a pill or you took a Vicodin or you did a line of Coke or whatever it was, and then they want to punish you. I remember mine. This is my story time. I dated a narcissistic abuser who used BDSM as a tool in his abuse, and he I took a Percocet from a neighbor because I was doing some whatever, I was hurting, and I went ahead and took a Percocet, a Percocet. Now, that's really not a big deal. I mean, it could have been like syringes of heroin. It doesn't really matter what it was, but I took a Percocet, and then lied to him by not telling him that I had done that. And he handcuffed my hands to a pole and made me hold the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous and stripped down. Well, I stripped down first, and he took a belt about 4 inches or so thick, a leather belt, and he whipped me from the back of my shoulders to the back of my knees for lying about a Percocet. And it hurt. It hurt a lot, and it felt like abuse, and it didn't feel right. But because I had entered in to this relationship as a submissive with a dominant and met him on a BDSM site, and that was the foundation of my relationship, but then he could punish me for lying like that. And it hit me that little bit of experience, and Billy's little story of, you want me to be chained in the basement. You can't use BDSM as a disciplinary tool for like real world problems like that. That's not, I don't think. I mean, everybody's got different ideas, but I don't think that it needs to go that far. The scenes are scenes and play is play. And if you have somebody being dishonest in a relationship, that maybe you should sit down and address it as two adults and not pull it into this BDSM punishment discipline thing, because things start getting a little twisted up here when that starts to happen, I think. And that's just my opinion for the day. So there's my talks about abuse, abusive relationships, abusive doms, and sorry it took so long. Talk to you guys later. Bye.